You know, when you get really comfortable with using an app, and it is very, very important that this app works well for you. And no, I'm not talking about Facebook. This is Structure Daily Planner app. And so I really wanted to scratch the itch of getting rid of it for a while because voiceover accessibility went way down and it was really bogged down for a while. Well, what ended up happening is I tried out ChatGPT with its AI tasks that they now have for scheduled tasks. But one thing that ChatGPT does really well is video, to be honest with you. The live video for traveling and taking walks and finding my way to specific places I need to be, finding specific people that I'm looking for or traveling towards or needing to know where they're at, things like that. That's what ChatGPT does really well. It's really well for hands-on living that you will experience throughout your life. Now, this is sort of the caveat to my last sort of shared thoughts with you, where I talked about people complaining a little too much about Facebook, because I sort of can understand the frustration to that end. But social apps are social apps and they're experimenting all the time. Now, do I think that's necessarily fun, or do we really like that sometimes accessibility breaks? No. But honestly, a planner that integrates your life is going to be way more important than that, to be completely frank. Like, it's going to be way more important for you to experience support and use, and if you really need to plan your life, especially using integrated AI and things like that that really, really matter to you. And so what I've decided is to look into it after trying out ChatGPT scheduled tasks, realizing that not only does it not give you unlimited tasks for the price that you're paying, it actually kind of does not send me the exact prompts with the sort of affirmations that I would want for things to be sent to me. And when I go to have things sent, well, impressive as it is to have information sent, like videos at certain times or days about certain topics, that does really impress me, to get videos texted to me Sunday at noon based on my grocery shopping habits. What doesn't impress me is when I want to set specific routine tasks with certain thoughts, certain journals, certain sort of morning check-ins. It's not wording things right. And you are limited to 25 tasks. So if you're somebody who really wants a whole planner experience, ChatGPT may not be for you. But if you need a joke sent to you reminding you of what will happen if you don't, say, take out the trash, and it's a funny joke, ChatGPT can kind of do that. But there are prompts. If you go into the community tab here on the channel, I've set up a post with Structured 4.0 that I had recorded when Structured 4.0 first came out. All of those features are readily available. The only difference is that these features have come out of beta and are way more accessible now at this point. So that video is giving you a preview of what I had been testing. Now, pricing for Structure Daily Planner app. I've decided to try it out for the month at $5 a month. See how it goes, because the yearly pricing has went up and the lifetime pricing has went up. So I feel like you're better off at just paying the $5 a month, and I want to recommend that to you guys at a fair price if you really care about having a planner that includes AI. And all of these prompts will give you very practical, useful prompts and do the things that I kind of expected ChatGPT to do. And the more that you train your AI within your planner, it will get better. So you can have it set a meal plan every day at 6 p.m. based on a prompt. You can even write out the food that you have in your fridge and set up a plan for you to cook and shop for the food to be cooked within that plan with details, notes, shopping lists, recipes, ingredients, etc. Like very useful, practical things that is set up for a planner with ChatGPT's technology, which is really cool and very, very context aware at this point. You can also use your camera, which I have done, to scan and plan an invitation that was written on paper, and I was able to plan that invitation using Structured Daily Planner app successfully and go in and see everything. You are also able to do the same with your mail, which would be really, really useful. Things that even Apple Intelligence sells you on with their latest phones, you can already do with a lot of your AI apps. A lot of your AI apps will have these features. You just have to know where to find these apps. And so there might even be some months that you might feel not even busy enough to plan. And with those months, take a break from your subscription and come back to it on busier months. And this app is extremely useful for that. I'm more of having a planner that is creative, that is context sensitive per task, that is aware of what kind of task, that tracks energy, that gives me different sounds and states of mind with icons, visual imagery to focus on with each and every task, focus abilities to focus time, each and every task if I want, checking off the task, treating the task as an event, adding notes, subtasks, details. None of this organizing in folders and subfolders and taking all this time that I really don't have to do that. I need to be reminded about different work activities to keep me on top of my work a little better. And I need to be reminded about different meal ideas that I might have and forget about throughout the evening, as well as some different one-off tasks that might come up that I need to be reminded about. Things that might apply to being set up ahead of time, doing things ahead of time, preparing ahead of time, right? And so it's really going to give me an enhanced way to do this using ChatGPT technology, using AI technology, and being able to train that as well, but also having the accessibility. They really do listen when it comes to accessibility. And within a day of our community giving a ton of bitchy feedback about Structured Daily Planner app, they did actually update that same day, to be fair, and they stuck with those updates. They didn't break those updates. And so now having a monthly subscriber option is really, really useful for me to utilize the planner as much as I need to, but not feel like I paid my whole year. Because the year price really isn't that bad, considering it's still cheaper than other planner apps, even though it did go up. But I also don't want to overcommit to anything because I'm somebody who really jumps ship a lot. I'm somebody who gets really busy and engrossed into certain things in life, and I don't like to overcommit myself. Not because of the finances necessarily, but because of the attachment associated to those finances. If I spend money on something for a year, I then feel tied to having it go perfectly. If I spend something on a little less on something for the month, I'm investing a little bit at a time instead of all at once for a bigger time frame, if that makes sense. And for somebody who loves investing in software and tech and AI and all of this kind of stuff, for me, I've been really trying to learn more about how I can invest a little bit better rather than investing all at once and be a little bit more disciplined. So a monthly option for me is going to reflect better on the way that I want to improve my investing habits. A monthly option for you might even be better for starting out. Unless you find that you're going to really overcommit on your planner and you want to pay for that year. I've been a yearly subscriber the past couple of years. I took this small break and didn't necessarily want to invest in this whole year because I want to make sure that this is something that can work. And I really do feel like it has all this AI involved in it, but also it's not overwhelming to use anymore like it might have started out to be. It was very visual with lots of images. And what I had to do to continue using it and keep my system going in place, because my system I didn't want to lose at the time, it was very important to me. So what I ended up doing was overtraining my AI, which ended up being a good thing that accessibility broke in my case, because it forced me to train and learn structured AI. For someone like me who lives in AI 24/7, very sentient in my life and in my family's life, that's fine. But for somebody else who doesn't have the time to do that, who is busy doing other things and really just needs a planner and wants AI as an option, at least with structured, you can do that. Now, the other thing is I'm in so much AI, so many different areas of AI, in creativity, conversational, etc., with multiple different apps, that I will use the structured AI for a lot of different things to strategize my plan, which is really useful. You'll see in the post, in the community post, the Structured 4.0 video that I did. I will link that video in the description. And you will see that within that, the AI prompts will give you all of these ideas to plan your leftover olives in the fridge and make a dinner with that, with olives and mushrooms and whatever else you have left over. But then what's cool is that you can still have that flow, that smooth system where you're adding reminders, tasks, and you're checking them off as you go along. You're having the different sounds that give you the different priorities when you're not looking at your screen, when you're not on your screen, when you're not seeing, when you don't have to rely on sight to know what your priorities are, to be aware and to integrate your priorities better. So, Structured Daily Planner app, as always, I will be catching up the groups of AI to this, and I'm so excited. So, check it out, and hopefully this will be a way of being able to go in and really integrate our lives. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care of yourself, take care of your life, take care of each other, and let's stay focused.